what are the consequences of accidentally infringing upon a patent while creating a product? And I love the good-hearted nature of this question. Unfortunately, right, whether you did it on purpose, have any intent or not, knowledge or not of an infringement, it is against the law. It's an infringement of that product, and you could be held federally liable for infringing. Now, when you're creating
no criminal liability, right?
No criminal liability, right? But this would be, in terms of civil, the damages, if there are any, the patent holder would be able to enforce their rights. And so you might get a cease and desist letter if this were to happen. And normally a patent owner, if you haven't had any sales yet, they're probably just looking for a quick injunction, or maybe just allow you to say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I'll stop, I'll change my product, I'll stop selling it. That's usually where things end. But usually there's no damages. There's not going to be any, real, threat to moving forward with an action in court. But for, this accidental thing, I'd say the only other thing that might be worthy of attention is if you had a lot of investor money and that was a big accident, maybe you can do business. You can seek a license from the patent holder.
Sure.
If you had a lot of horsepower, a lot of R&D that went into this, and it was a big whoops accident, then you could move forward still with making the product and selling it, but having to pay a royalty, or maybe even buying the patent portfolio from the owner.
Looks like Tom's trying to join.
Tom, all right. Hey, I'm going to send him a note.
Okay. You do that. I'll talk a little bit about what I find interesting about patent and trademark infringement is that, like you just mentioned, actual knowledge of your violation of a trademark, someone else's trademark or patent is not required. That's a bit different than most standards in American civil and criminal law, right? Generally speaking, you got to know what you're doing is wrong, right, in order to get in trouble. But we work on this idea that people should have constructive knowledge of your brand or your patent because they filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, right? And so that is how you should have known that your trademark use was in violation of somebody else's trademark or their patent, for that matter. So I think that's partly the reason why some folks get so upset when they get the cease and desist on the patents or the trademarks, is they're like, well, I didn't know. I can't be. It's an accident, right?
Yeah.
It's no excuse, unfortunately.